day is finally here. Today, I'm revealing to you guys my turbo D16 build. Let's get in there. All right, y'all. First things first, you know what we gotta do. We gotta give the car a walk around. Let's start with the front. We got a nice OEM style bumper with the spoon type lip. And I went with leaving like the fins on the front of the bumper, just cut them out so the intercooler can fit right there. I'm gonna give you guys a whole breakdown right now when I open the hood. Let me just note one thing. On the last video, I told you guys I was gonna like throw some black paint in the clear to clear the carbon fiber. To me, it came out a little dark, but it's kind of growing on me because it's one of those things like if you know, you know. Car's a little dusty right now. But if you look closely, like wherever there's light, you'll see like the carbon fiber. So I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. You guys let me know what y'all think. A lot of people think it's black, but it's not black. It's carbon. So the rest of the car still needs some paint. So I'm waiting to finish all the mechanical. And matter of fact, I got a little surprise for y'all at the end of the video too, but that's for later. I painted the front bumper. The bumper was all scratched up, so I was like, you know what? Let me clear the front, paint the front bumper, change the headlights. These are glass. It's not plastic. So we got that. As we go around, you guys probably seen a lot of this already, but back here, we got the Speed Factory diffuser. You know, going back to my older roots with the tow hook. We also upgraded the exhaust. This is a Skunk 2 Mega Power RR, 3-inch. I'll explain to y'all in a little bit why we had to switch from the thermal exhaust we had to this here. And as far as the interior, it's pretty much the same with the exception of the CD5 dash. And currently I'm running a Honda S300 V3. So, okay, so let's get into the good stuff. You know what I mean? This is the good stuff to me. You know what I'm saying? We got a D16 C6 block, Vitara pistons, Speed Factory no-notch rods. We have Ferrara valves, Skunk 2 springs and retainers, Skunk 2 camshaft. There's only 2 options to choose from. I'll let y'all pick which one works for you. I know I got in here the one that works for me the best. So that's all to your discretion. Don't ask me which one of the 2 I got. You're going to have to do that little research on your own, you know? And as far as the trans right now, it's a D16 Y8. So this is from the 99, 2000, or 96 to 2000 Civic EK EX trans. It uses a little bit of shorter gears, so it feels a lot better with the turbo, but still not good enough because these cars in 3rd gear, once you shift from 2nd to 3rd gear, you lose a lot of RPM. So you need a different gear and different gearing for 3rd and 4th. So that's something I'm looking to upgrade also. Right now, the car is tuned and it made 401 horsepower with a 2.5-inch exhaust restriction, and my previous porcelainoid, for some reason it went out on the dyno. So we made 401 like that, around close to 30 pounds. So right now, we will be changing the whole engine setup. So that's in the future, coming real soon. As far as the turbo, we got a Garrett G25 Gen 2. It's actually a G25 700. So great turbo. V-band, stainless steel exhaust housing. We got Turbo Smart wastegate, a Comgate 40, and a 50 millimeter Turbo Smart blow valve. What else we got going on here? We got a aluminum radiator, obviously. We got the SPAL fan. If you're running a turbo setup, you must buy a SPAL fan. Do not buy anything aftermarket. Go with a SPAL. Trust me, you're gonna have problems if you don't. So, on the fuel system, we have a Walbro 525 Hellcat fuel pump, dash 6 lines with a AEM pressure regulator, and Injector Dynamics ID 7050X's. That's what I'm running there on the injector. These are the new IDs, the 1750s. I believe before it used to be 1700s. So now these are the 1750s. And we just got a lot of other simpler stuff like the AEM cam gear, titanium hardware in a few places. Skunk 2 throttle body, 74 millimeter. Skunk 2 intake manifold Pro Series. Skunk 2 strut bar. And what else we got going on here? I also went and added some pressure sensors. So I have coolant pressure sensor, fuel pressure sensor, and down here in the back, of course, you're not going to see it now, but I'm running oil pressure sensor also. So I'm getting all that information on the CD5 dash through the Honda S300. Like that, I keep an eye on things. That's how I actually figured out that the head gasket was lifting, because my coolant pressure was actually rising. So that's that with that. What else we got going on here? For the piping, if you're staying under 600 horsepower, I know you guys want to do the 3-inch. Okay, it's cool. It doesn't hurt to go bigger, but I went with 2.5 inch because with the 2.5 inch, you're gonna get a lot faster throttle response. So if you put a 3 inch, your throttle response is not gonna be as fast. So for me, this car, I'm setting it up to be like the perfect street car with the right amount of power for me, and with the right power band to suit my needs. You know, so everything you see here, you can do it the same, but you're gonna get my same results. If you're looking for big horsepower, obviously you're gonna have to go with a bigger turbo. You go with a bigger turbo, you're gonna get lag. That's just what it is. But this turbo here, this is the best turbo you could get right now for this size and for what I'm looking for. Your power band is gonna be incredible, and you're gonna get real close to those 500 horsepower. So that's what's going on in the engine bay. Now, I realize this with the setup is, anybody, I don't want to hear it, please don't argue this with me, please. I already lived it. With this setup, any D-Series turbo setup, anything over 20 pounds that you're boosting, I promise you, that head gasket is gonna lift. There's no, oh, but maybe a hold, oh, maybe I bring in the torque later, maybe nothing. It's not gonna last you at 20, 22 pounds. So just, if you plan on doing a D-Series build, make sure that if you're gonna boost more than 20 pounds, make sure, now say it again, make sure you O-ring your block. There's no way around it. No way. So right now, for the new setup, I'm going with CSS block, right? Which is actually at CSS right now as we speak. CSS block, O-ring, bored out, Also, time sorted for the Dodge Neon SRT4 head studs. So for that, I'm gonna have to obviously modify the block, and I have to modify the cylinder head for it to be able to slide through the studs down. On the head, we're gonna do some work that I'm still deciding on. I'm not 100% sure what mods I'm gonna do in the head, but they have nothing to do with the parts it has already. It's just I'm trying to figure out which port and who I will be taking it to. Also, I'm trying to figure out the right valve job for it. So there's a lot of things. This gets very scientific really quick. So I could go on for days about this, but the head is getting redone. Theoretically, not that this turbo is capable of it, but if you had a big enough turbo, it'll probably hold, I don't know, I'm guessing anywhere around 45 to 50 pounds with an O-ring setup. But don't quote me on that. I'm just guessing. This setup like this on a regular D16 block and a regular head, no O-ring. This has a block guard, by the way. If you go over 22 pounds, you're blowing that gasket. I don't want to hear it. These cars that you see, oh, I made 500 on a D16 block just with this, just with that. No, forget about it. Sooner or later, it's not gonna last. So you can just knock that out the way. If you was looking for the correct answer, that's your correct answer. If you was wondering, we also got we did this custom 3-inch aluminum pipe, because since the turbo lands right here in front of the radiator fan, you can see the turbo inlet, or the turbo, I guess the face of the turbo, it lands there. We wanted to move this piping towards the colder side of the whole engine bay. Obviously, this side will be a lot hotter because of the exhaust manifold, turbo manifold, whatever. So this area over here will be the hottest inside the engine bay. So me bringing this custom aluminum pipe this way, I'm pulling the coldest air I can for right now. So this is the best option I got going on right now. So this is basically the setup. As far as suspension, I'm running BC Racing coilovers. All my bushings are rubber, either rubber or polyurethane. I use this car on the street, so I like for it to be a little compliance, you know? I don't want such a harsh ride. So this is how the car sits. I gotta adjust the ride height a little better, but I think it looks pretty damn good. Also, if we move on to the brake system, let me go back around the other way. The brake system here, I got the Mini Cooper Type R caliper, if you want to call it. So this brake system here is 2008 base model Mini Cooper rotors with CRV Accord Type R front caliper, and those pads, they are 2004 Acura TSX brake pads. When you do this conversion, you need to buy these little spacers that they sell for you to center the holes on the rotor. But that's what I got going on here. Brakes phenomenal, and is a budget option, and it makes the car look stock. You know, well, you don't look stock, but you know what I mean. Stock caliper. In the back, I just got the regular Integra disc brakes, drill slotted, regular rotor, went with some Brembo pads in the back. So that's what I got going on back there. As far as the exhaust, I already told you guys, it's a Skunk 2 Mega Power RR 3-inch exhaust from the downpipe back. So the downpipe here is 3-inch coming out of the turbo, straight back with a flex right under the firewall of the car, and from there back is 3-inch with the Skunk 2 Mega Power RR. So that's basically the setup. I'm hoping to make anything close to 500 right now. when I tune again. As far as the tune, the car is tuned by Jamie Marsh. So right now, actually, I have the car on E85, pump E85, and it actually has a flex fuel sensor. So I could either put 93 pump or E85 from the pump also. I usually run the car always on E85 from the pump. So, but if I have an emergency, I know that it's safe enough with the flex fuel sensor to be able to run 93 and get to wherever I'm going if I can find any E85. So I wanted to give you guys an update of the car. I know I've been getting a lot of comments, messages for months. Where's the videos, Chopper? Where's the videos? So here's an update video, and next vlog we're gonna be doing a cosmetic change to the car. There's a lot of things coming, and I'm gonna show you guys the right way to do a single cam build and have it working the most efficiently as possible to my standards. One more thing though, let's go to my garage. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing, so let's go. Definitely not no slouch, I'll tell you that much. I can't wait for the new motor. That gasket's a little hurt, so I really don't want to push on it, you know? Right now it works fine, but when the car goes in a upper boost level, like maybe after 20, 22 pounds, then it starts leaking some combustion into the coolant passages. So I'm actually driving it like this for now to show you guys more or less a little bit of how it drives. All right, y'all, so we back at the garage, and let me show you guys that surprise that I told you I had in the beginning of the video. Come on, let's go. Find the mess. So this is what we got going on here. We got some Falcon Ascenis RT 660 pluses, and we're gonna get rid of these and put those. Rid of these, put those. You already know. This right here, you're gonna have to wait to see. But take some guesses down below. Take some guesses, and for those that know, don't ruin it for the rest of everybody, man. All right, y'all. So since y'all been asking for it, there's a little update. Stay tuned for the next vlog. Y'all already know the same. It's Chopper. I'm out of here.